Apple announced the new iPhones, along with a couple of services, the new Apple Watch Series 5, and the new budget iPad. So let's take a look. Welcome back everyone. I would appreciate it if you subscribed with notifications on. So Apple started the event by announcing two services, Apple Arcade, which is a gaming subscription service, and Apple TV Plus, which is a video subscription service, each for $5 a month for the family. And if you buy a new iPhone, iPad, Mac, or Apple TV, you get 1 year of free Apple TV Plus. Then they announced the new $329 iPad, 10.2 inches over the 9.7 of last year, with support for Apple's Smart Keyboard and Apple Pencil. Next is the new Apple Watch Series 5, which has an always-on display while maintaining the same 18-hour battery life. This is achieved with the new low-temperature polysilicon anoxide display, LTPO for short, and the new display driver, allowing the display to go from 60 Hz to 1 Hz when it's not in use. The new watch also offers a built-in compass and extended emergency calling to 150 countries. Then they started talking about the new iPhones. Well, first, I'm glad they got rid of the Roman numeral naming, so we won't worry about people saying iPhone XI instead of 11. The new naming scheme is actually nice. The iPhone 11 is the upgraded XR, while 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max are the upgraded XS and XS Max. So now you won't feel like you're buying a cheap side product with the 11, like you did with its predecessor, the XR. The upgrades though are underwhelming. Starting with the design, it's exactly the same from last year, except for an additional camera for all three phones, which is the ultra-wide lens. So now you get 2 cameras with the 11 and 3 cameras with the Pros, the third being the telephoto camera, which is still the same 2x optical zoom from the iPhone 7 Plus. But the cameras are improved. There is finally the long-awaited night mode. You can transition between the 2 or 3 cameras seamlessly while software will minimize color shifts. You can shoot videos up to 4K 60 FPS with extended dynamic range. All lenses can shoot simultaneously. There is the new Deep Fusion feature, which will come later with a software update, making use of the neural engine of the new A13 Bionic chip, which will take 4 short and 4 secondary images before you press the shutter button, and when you press it, it takes 1 long exposure. Then in 1 second, it analyzes all the data and goes through all the pixels, optimizing them for detail and noise, to give you a really sharp and good looking image. And now you can take slow motion videos using the front facing camera, slow motion selfies, or as they call them, should I say it? Alright, slow fees. Battery life is improved, 1 hour more on the 11 compared to the XR, 4 and 5 hours more on the 11 Pros compared to the XS and XS Max respectively, accompanied by a slight increase in thickness and weight for the Pros. And Apple finally listened and included the 18-watt charger in the box for the Pro models, while you still have to buy it separately with the non-Pro model. All phones look exactly the same from the front, and from the back you have the square camera layout. A lot of people hate it. Personally, I don't think it's ugly, maybe it's just me. Now it's time for some criticism. No, not that kind of criticism. Let's say you want to buy the Pro model. You thought you're getting your phone for $999, right? But then you realize you're about to buy a $1,000 phone, the iPhone 11 Pro in 2019, with no expandable storage and only 64 gigs of storage. And the very next option is $256 for $150 more. Seriously, Apple? Can they add like a 120 gig option for say $50 more? Actually, they can. The 11 non-Pro has it, so why not the Pro models as well? It's like they're forcing customers to pay $1150 for the 11 Pro and $1250 for the 11 Pro Max. Meanwhile, you can get the Galaxy Note 10 Non-Plus for $950 with 256 gigs of storage, $200 cheaper than the iPhone alternative. The one good thing about the new pricing is that the iPhone 11 is $50 cheaper than the XR at launch. The XR was the best-selling phone in the first half of 2019, so it looks like Apple wants to keep this position with the new iPhone 11. It's a good step in the right direction, and it's healthy for the competition. So hopefully they push it further in the future and reconsider their pricing for the Pro models, especially that they don't offer much over the iPhone 11 except a better display. Even 3D Touch is now gone from the Pro models. The XR didn't have it last year, and now all 3 iPhones don't have it. So you're stuck with the potentially time-wasting long press. Doesn't seem so pro to me. Anyway, if you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe with notifications on. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.